straight from the realm of all things gaming. Everything Noob starts now.
Hi guys, I'm Jemi, and this is the Everything Noob Minicast Episode 3. Just one more minicast, and we're back to the regular podcast with shiny new graphics. Oh my! So if you've been living under a rock, on July 26th, the last Five Nights at Freddy's was released. So if you've been hyped about this series and somehow missed this announcement, run, don't walk to get this title. Show your support for the end of the series. Scott has been quoted saying that he tried to make this the scariest in the series yet, and I can't wait to really dig my hands into it, because from what I've seen, I need the depends. Whew, chills. Now, on a more PSA side of things, some of you, when you log into Steam, may be noticing your passwords have been reset and you're kind of getting freaky weird and like, what's going on? Well, Steam did it. They had a security flaw because in July, some information started going around how to circumvent Steam security. And it deals with a lot of password resets on your account. Only the accounts jeopardized and that had suspicious activity had their passwords reset. But for the rest of us, let's take this as an opportunity to remember it's probably a good idea and probably a good time to reset our passwords. And last, and most certainly least, thankfully, Pixels did terribly in the box office. For those two of you that thought this was actually going to be a good movie, sorry. It opened horribly with a 24 million. Critics panned it. Now the people who went to see it are panning it. Sandler hasn't been funny since Little Nicky. His career, let it go. Let it go. But we're going to move on to comments from the users for last week's question. What game have you been the most addicted to ever? Raging Doomfire, Skyrim. He lost his life to the beast. Guess he's still playing it. Woo! Legs of Steel. The game he's been most addicted to, RuneScape. He used to run the entire markets for the game. It involved predicting certain demands and supply chains. It's the game that actually taught him English 2 years before he'd have to take it in school, and he actually got exempt from the class because he already knew it so well. That's a positive experience. I'm really proud. That's cool. I don't know if I could learn another language through a game. That would be so challenging. Martin, the most addicting game he's ever played was Skyrim. He has dropped 430 hours on it so far. Wow, that's a lot of time. That's like starting to creep into MMO territory. Redbird, one single word, Minecraft. Apparently he couldn't get off the crack long enough. Nader Games. The most addicting game is Skyrim. I have around 500 hours between the 360 and the PC version. I still haven't completed 100% on either. Come on, guy. Surely you can do it. What? Moving on to Flowlance. Since he's not counting MMOs, and we're talking about some serious MMO time spent on some of these games, he has to say Dark Souls, where he has dropped a good 2,500 hours on this game. That is so many hours. I wonder what his MMO was, if that was like his top game besides an MMO. That's scary. And finally, to bring up the user comments, we have Eurosubstance with, I'll proudly boast by saying that Minecraft ended up being the most addicting game for me because it hit all the sweet spots that North American game developers naturally fear. The freedom to have fun, the freedom to explore, the freedom to build, freedom to mine and gather, and see yours and others' settlements. Everything was almost perfect that it was the game to be playing. I jested a few years ago that there is an everything game. Minecraft ended up being it. My time with it was spent with how deeply I could dig into it, pun intended, that he must move into the rising world for a less blocky and more Skyrim-y type graphics. He burned himself out while using up the golden age of fun that everything is now kept back to small accomplishments and now must be spent on other games with more modern and complex features. Thank you guys for writing in, and if you're wanting to write in again, or maybe you haven't written in yet, please do for this next week's question, which is, how big is your pile of shame? Give us your dirty little secret here. What have you been ignoring? You can answer this question in the comments below, in the comments on our website, everythingnoob.com. You can even give us a dirty, shameful voicemail on our website. I'm Jemi, and this has been the Everything Noob Minicast. We'll see you on August 10th in the regular show.
Thank you for joining us for this edition of the Everything Noob podcast. Hit up everythingnoob.com for our show notes, blogs, YouTube and Twitch channels, previous episodes, and even a t-shirt store. Please game responsibly, and we'll see you next week.